Miley Cyrus reveals Hailey Bieber can't stop thinking about Selena Gomez, IG Live. Miley is quite active even in this lockdown. She has started her own Bright-Minded IG Live series, where she is all ready to reveal the truths. Hey, welcome back to Trendy Vert, guys! Today, we're going to tell you about Miley Cyrus's reconciliation with Selena Gomez and her trolling Hailey Bieber. If you are a 90s kid, you must have a special kind of relationship with Hannah Montana, like me. I still remember I had Miley's face all over my stuff, including my school bag and my dresses. I had her stickers as well. Well, if you know this, you might remember Miley and Selena's feud. Apparently, the reason behind all that teenage feud was over a guy, Nick Jonas, who is now happily married, LOL. Things were smooth between Miley and Selena before and after that, but not during that phase. But now they deny calling it a feud and laugh on those silly memories. Selena Gomez said, "We never feuded. We both liked the same guy when we were 16, Gomez explained. It was just a Hillary Duff-Lindsay Lohan thing. Oh my god, we like the same boy. We're now completely settled in our own lives." Later, it was also said that Justin Bieber is dating both Miley and Selena, and both are having his babies. However, Selena and Justin didn't make any comment, but Miley couldn't resist and mocked the news. The news said, "Miley and Selena pregnant by the same man." Miley responded by saying, "And by that we mean at Justin Bieber." So if they might have had anything in the past, Miley Cyrus made sure it's end now. Miley back in 2020 invited Selena in her IG Live series, where she opened up about mental health and supported Selena for being so strong. Both started with a friendly talk. Miley introduced her as her old friend, while Selena, being a fan of hers, said, "I've always been a fan of yours. I think you're one of the greatest singers ever," a Rare Beauty founder declared.
I mean, I've always been a fan of yours. I think you're one of the greatest singers ever.
They then proceeded with a conversation about mental health, and Selena opened up about her bipolar. "Recently, I went to one of the best hospitals in the world, but definitely in America, McLean's Hospital. I discussed that after years of going through a lot of different things, I realized that I was bipolar," she said.
So recently I went to one of the best mental hospitals in the world, but definitely in America, McLean's Hospital, and I discussed that after years of going through a lot of different things, I realized that I was bipolar.
"So when I go to know more information, it actually helps me. It doesn't scare me once I know. I think people get scared of that."
And so when I go to know more information, it actually helps me. It doesn't scare me once I know it. And I think people get scared of that.
Fans were so excited. Thousands of fans started seeing Miley's live and started commenting. One said, "I'm shaking. I can't believe this is happening right now," while the other called it iconic. Miley seemed so supportive. At that point, it was like if Selena would claim Justin behind all her mental deterioration, Miley would support her. But she knew how flirtatious Justin could be, and also that Hailey was once a fan of Jelena, and she was obsessed with Selena. Miley knew how it feels to be part of a love triangle, but she never tried to build any walls. She also defended Selena when Dolce & Gabbana designer Stefano Gabbana commented on a picture of Selena Gomez and called her ugly. Miley wasn't taking any of that. She responded by saying, "Well, what that dickhead said, if it's true, is false and total bullshit." In another comment, she wrote, "She's fine as fuck." On the other hand, Miley, while being in a show with Hailey back in 2018, admitted trolling Hailey. She said without any regrets, which showed she is actually kinda happy about it. When Hailey started recalling her childhood, she said, "I've known you since you were 11. This kind of gave Miley a trigger to lead the rest of the conversation. Miley then turned to another guest, well-known Kendall Jenner, and shared her memory. "I would be evil to her," she said of Hailey. "She would try to play with us, like me and Alana, and we would lock her out of the room."
Since you were 11.
You know, literally, I would be evil to her. She would try to play with us, like me and Aliyah, and then we would like lock her out of the room.
Oh.
Haley quickly agreed. My older sister and her used to gang up on me, she remembered.
Your older sister and her used to gang up on me.
I had to. It made you who you are, you know? It made you stronger, Miley replied. Now you can always take like trolls and shit, because I was such a troll.
I had to.
Kind of amazing.
It made you who you are, you know? It made you stronger.
It did.
Now you can always take the like trolls and because I was such a troll.
Miley, you nailed it. Miley referred to the part where Haley was a hot topic on the internet and being trolled by all Selena fans. A fan even tried to start a war and said Selena is better than her. This is a time when they will not be turning off comments, so we need to expletive bombard that expletive with Jelena and how Selena is better. Go after her, please. Let's all go after her. Turning to Kendall, Haley confirmed, Miley was the biggest troll to me. She prepared me for this industry.
Miley was the biggest troll.
I was
to me.
a troll.
She prepared me
like
for
you
this
didn't tell me
industry.
those.
Later, when Haley liked her post related to the completion of 13 years of her 7 Things, where she posted a gif of her and Selena singing that song. When Haley liked it and commented iconic, Miley knew it was time to invite her on the show where they talked about her sexuality and spirituality. Haley opened up about her spiritual path and said, I think there's a difference between being raised in the church and then being an adult and having your own relationship with God. She explained, adding, I feel like I found my footing with spirituality and faith and church. I found a church community that works for me, where I feel supported and loved and accepted.
Church community that works for me, where I feel supported and loved and accepted and there's no judgment. It's just acceptance and love, and it's just pure, and you feel that when you're there.
Miley then responded by revealing her identity and said, I was raised going to church as a believer, and that was a really important part of my life, Miley shared. And I kind of fell off that path a little bit because I think I had a hard time finding a relationship with God that worked for me as an adult.
I was raised going to church as a believer, and that was a really important part of my life, and I kind of fell off that path a little bit because I think I had a hard time finding a relationship with God that worked for me as an adult. And
she further explained, it was a less accepting time. I had a really hard time with that, she told Haley. And I had a hard time finding my sexuality too. Well, that's the Miley we know. But deep down, we're kind of unaware of the warm heart Miley, who cries when a contestant from The Voice gets eliminated. So what is your take on this matter? Tell us in the comments. If you want to see our upcoming videos, ring the bell icon. And don't forget to like our video as well.